Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad to have you, and if you're returning, I'm glad to have you too. So I asked my husband about making this video a couple weeks ago, and he was like, oh, please don't, like whatever. And a lot of people probably are not even gonna watch this video because of what it's about. And a lot of people might watch it just because they're interested. If you can't tell by the title of this video, it is going to be about menstruation cups. Ew. Like, that just sounds sick. So if you're a guy, or you're a girl with a weak stomach and for some reason you don't get a period, let me know. But if it turns your stomach or you don't want to talk about it, there will be discussion of blood in this video because it's part of life. I saw a girl on Instagram say that she was thinking about making a video on her Diva Cup and her thoughts, and I was like, you know what? I don't care if people think I'm gross or people think I'm weird. This is what I do, and I have my reasons behind it. So, okay, I'll be real with y'all. We're just gonna jump in. Okay, we've come from church, we've gone to Publix and gotten groceries, put groceries up, got dinner started, laundry going. My kids are running up and down the hallway outside of our room, so if you hear like a bunch of ruckus, that's why. Okay, jumping right in. I'll be real with y'all, 100% real. My husband is actually the one who saw an ad for a menstruation cup on Facebook or something, and he mentioned it to me, and I was like, let me get Mitch to come get the kids. Hold, please. I'm upstairs filming. Could you get the kids? They're like banging on the door. I guess he saw like an ad on Facebook or something, and he brought it up to me. He just told me that he saw it. He wasn't like, hey, you should try this, because like, he knows women get their period, and you know, he can definitely tell when I'm about to get mine, because I'm like, but he just mentioned it to me, and I was like, oh, sick. Like, no, that is so gross. Like, what? You know, all the typical stereotypes of, I'm not even gonna say menstruation cup, that's gross to me. You know, I mean, it is what it is, I just don't like that word. So, a period cup, a Diva Cup, whatever. I personally use a Diva Cup. I'll show you them in a minute. There are other things, and there is something that totally grosses me out. They're called like, I don't know, they're like underwear that you wear and you like bleed into the underwear and you just like wash them out or something. That's a little much for me, to be honest. Coming up, you know, I got my period when I was like 12 years old. We had actually been at a Clemson, South Carolina football game. We were in our RV, and yeah, anyway, so I was like 12. From 12 until, I'll be 28 this week. From 12 until through like 27, I guess, I used Playtex Gentle Glide tampons, and I liked the scented ones, you know, all the chemicals, everything. And maybe 26, because then I switched over to organic cotton tampons, because someone told me that when they stopped using tampons, their acne cleared up. And if you are new to my channel, I do have a video about hormonal acne and how I cleared it up. But I struggled with acne since having my first child, who will be 5 in like 3 weeks, and tried everything, whatever. So at this point, I was like, I'll try it. But I wasn't completely ready to get off tampons. I know there are pads, and I am not hating if that is the route you take. I just, I don't like pads. I don't think they smell sanitary. Like when they've been used, they definitely carry odor to me. And I know that's gross. And they're uncomfortable. They're just not for me. And I mean, they may be for you, and that's great. And like a Diva Cup may not be for you, but you know, whatever. So I never considered pads. You know, having had 2 kids, I lived in pads for like a total of 12 weeks, you know, 6 for each, and that was enough for me. So, tried that, and I really didn't, I'm not gonna say I didn't notice a difference. I mean, from the organic to the whatever, they didn't have any smell, whatever. Then I was in CVS one day and I was going to buy the organic tampons because they're actually by the menstruation cups. And I saw that they make disposable ones because a Diva Cup is like about $40. I don't know in comparison to other menstruation cups. But I was just like, I don't really know that I'm ready to spend $40 on this and then be completely grossed out, because I was still kind of on the fence, like, you know, because I mean, you got to think about how it's inserted and how you get it out, and like, do you get blood on your hands, like all these things that I didn't know until I tried it, but I was willing to try it. So I'm gonna open this. What is this? Disposable one. It looks like this. And like, that may totally gross you out, okay? But to put it in, you literally just squeeze it like this, stick it into the hole, and then when you do, it like opens up inside of you, if that makes sense. So, and like, you just put it in like a little, like that, and then it opens up when it's inside of you, okay? A huge thing about these, a marketing tool, if you will, mess-free period sex. And that may completely, y'all be like, whoa, this is a family channel. It is, but it's also motherhood lifestyle. I'm a woman, whatever. That is a huge, I've never tried it with this. I've never tried this period sex before. Because it literally is like blood can't get through this, so the blood would be back here and the penis would be here. So like, this is plastic, so, or I don't know what it is, but I mean, like, it's a barrier, so there's definitely no blood getting in through that. You know what I'm saying? And it literally sits like inside your uterus. Me saying that because unless your man is like porn star stacked, then I don't think he would feel this. And even if he did, I don't think it would be a problem. And if it were, you mean he could just wash himself off and y'all could just shower and like change the sheets or like whatever. That's for y'all to discuss. And how you remove it, because it's open, you literally stick your finger in there and you just grab it by this hook, like underneath it. You grab it like this and you pull it out, and when it comes out, because you're sitting on the toilet, it dumps itself into the toilet. So like, you pull it out and it literally dumps, like it goes like, and like the blood comes into the toilet. And then what I would do when I was trying these out, I would just have some toilet paper ready, and I would just wrap this in toilet paper like you would a pad, and I would just dispose of it in the garbage. I'll be honest with you, I have had blood like on my fingers once or twice when I was learning placement, I guess. And maybe you could try these for like learning your placement, and you know, get up, dance around, feel for it when you're not on your period, and then like maybe you wouldn't get some blood on your fingers. And about that, so the way I look at it, I've maybe had a little bit of blood like on my finger, okay? I would just wipe it on the toilet paper, finish going to the bathroom, get up like I would anyway, use the clean part of my hand to cut the water on, press the soap out, and then just wash my hands. And to me, it doesn't really gross me out because it's blood. It's my blood. To me, it's no, and I had to get my head around this. To me, it's no different than if my finger itself were bleeding. How many times have you been bleeding and you like stick your finger in your mouth because it's your blood? I'm not gonna stick period blood in my mouth just because it comes out of my vagina. I don't know, anyway, but it's your blood. So to me, it's like not a big deal. And with that being said, your vagina is not what's bleeding. So when you stick it in to your said vagina, it's not gonna like be like bleh, like blood seen. Your uterus is what's bleeding. So unless you like dive on in there, it's not gonna be like a bloody show. Like it's not gonna be, I mean, I'm sure when you're thinking about this, I know when I was thinking about it, my mind went to all these different places like, ew, sick. That's just what I thought, ew, sick. And then like as time went by and I thought about it, and then when I was trying to use it the first time, I was like, oh, well this is not at all like what I thought it was gonna be. Another thing I noticed when using the Disposable was that I don't have a heavy flow at all. With tampons, I was using Super Plus tampons. I would change them every time I went to the bathroom because inside of your vagina is moist. So if you think about that, if you put something dry into something moist, it's gonna absorb the moisture, therefore wasting tampons. Tampons would leak, I would wear them to the gym, I didn't like them, and let's be real, and if this has not happened to you, then like, I don't know, I was doing something wrong. How many times have y'all sat down to poop and either pushed your tampon out, cricket, cricket, is that just me? Or kind of like forgotten you're on your period and you went to wipe and got doo-doo all over your period string, your tampon string. Please God, tell me that happened to somebody else. Then you have to get toilet paper and like pull it out because there's on the string. Who else has that happened to? Because that happened to me more than once in my 15 years of using tampons. That's a long time. Also, when you go to change your tampon, if you do have a heavy flow or it's time to change it, that string has blood running down it. I know it does. Like I just said, I used them for 15 years. So that is actually messier than this. Or this. Messier, way messier, okay? That's the truth. Now, so after using the Disposables just one cycle, I was like, you know what? I am ready to buy the Diva Cup, why not? I was standing there looking at the Diva Cups because there are two boxes. There's one for women who have not had children and under age 30. And then there are women for age 30 and or have had children. I don't know what your uterus does at 30, but it does something, and obviously it's different if you've had or not had children. So I got the 30 and or children. I'm not 30, but I've had two babies. If you don't know, I have two children. One's almost 5 and one is 18 months. They're both girls. Branton is almost 5, Baylor Ann is 18 months. So anyway, so I get home and I love that it comes in this cute little bag, and y'all don't have to worry, I'm like still extremely new on YouTube, so no, I'm not like sponsored by them or any of that stuff. I'm just speaking from my heart. I love that it comes in this cute little bag. It's like a little sanitary bag. It says Diva on it somewhere, like right there. And I like this because like when we went to the fair this past year, I was not on my cycle, but I do take birth control pills and I knew that it was coming. So I just tossed this in my daughter's diaper bag, and I knew that it wasn't gonna come into contact with dirty hands, get goldfish crumbs on it, which it would just wash off, but you know what I'm saying, like I like this. And this is way nicer than digging into your bag and pulling out like, hey, Yay! So if you do want to be more discreet, like, you know, tampons come in these, or like, you know, whatever. So it's just like a little tampon bag for your Diva Cup. So I got home, I'm gonna open it up, and it's really cool, okay? Is this weird? I hope this is not weird. This is my personal one. Maybe I should have gotten an unused one. Don't know. It's made of this hard, it's not hard, but like thick plastic, or I don't know, rubber, made in Canada. And if you were just curious, it has 7.5 milliliters or 15 milliliters. This is the size to the Diva Cup. See, it says, I don't know that y'all are gonna be able to see that, but right here it says the Diva Cup. And then if you wanted to know how many ounces, I'll be real with y'all. After 12 hours, I may be at this third line down here. Maybe that much blood. I'm telling you, it's shocking how much you think like, oh, I've got a heavy flow, I need to have Super Plus tampons. No, I didn't. Like, no, I didn't. Not only did I waste so many, I wasted so much money on all these tampons over 15 years because I would like go through them. I mean, I would go through a box of 48 tampons every cycle, and I only bleed for like 3 to 5 days. And obviously, not even like a lot. I mean, seriously, like crazy. So I got home, and seriously, this sounds lame. Read the instruction manual. Not because you don't know your own body or whatever, but just because it talks about placement and how you have to fold it and all that to insert it, okay? So for me, you just, well, this is what the instruction says, I guess, not just for me. You literally just fold it in half, and you stick it in, and see that it opens up. That's a good, there we go. That's perfect. I should have done that with the other one, okay? So you stick it in, and then it opens up. And this little guy does not hang out of you, but he's like right there, okay? So there you go, okay? He's hanging out, bleeding into it, whatever. When it's time to change it, and it says we're up to 12 hours. I guess some women do fill this up after 12 hours. I'm not one of those, but okay. So when it's time to change yourself, wash it out, take a shower, whatever it is you're doing, like I said, your vagina is not bleeding. So the walls of your vagina, where you stick your fingers, right here in this little bit, there's no blood right here. The blood is up in here in your uterus, okay? So you just literally, and I'll move my finger, you literally pull this little thing here, this little fella. It's a little knob. You pull that out, and when you do, it literally, see, and it dumps itself into the toilet. Did you see that? So like when you pull it out, it literally like dumps itself into the toilet. So you never, it's not like you pull this out, it literally dump like, because you're sitting on the toilet. So it literally, like that, okay, so it's at an angle. It literally, you pull it out and it dumps itself in the toilet. And then what I do is I literally just, I have a windowsill right beside my toilet. I know that's weird. I have some toilet paper sitting on there, and I literally just sit this on the toilet paper on the windowsill, wipe, do all what I've got to go do, and I'm gonna wash my hands anyway because I just went to the bathroom, so I'm gonna wash my hands anyway. So I get up, I, like I said, with the clean, unvaginal part of your hand, cut the water on, some soap, and I literally just wash it. Wash it with warm soap and water, and there you go. I mean, that's it. I guess if you like wanted to get all high tech, and I mean like hot water, you know, not to like scald my hands off, but I don't know that you could boil this or whatever. I mean, I should probably look into that. That would be kind of cool to boil it and clean it after a certain amount of time. But it's really cool. Doesn't smell like anything. It's just this, I guess it's silicone or something. And I guess I should have done some research here, Leslie. Where's my phone? There's no parabens, there's no, like, you're not sticking any chemicals into your Diva Cup? Diva Cup. You're not sticking, I don't want the Ulta cup. You're not sticking any they're made out of medical grade silicone and shaped like a bell with a stem. The stem is used for insertion and removal. Sorry, my mouth is like super dry. There are several other kind coming up. Another cool thing about Diva Cup is like if you've read your tampon packaging, it talks about toxic shock syndrome and how you can get that from tampons. Only 2 cases yet have been reported of TSS with women using menstruation cups. So that's really cool. It's leak proof, swim proof, sleep proof. Like I said, if you're using a disposable one, because I mean, you couldn't have sex with this, because see the difference, he'd be like nailing this versus nailing that. So don't mind my demonstration, but I mean, okay. So I'm just trying to look up, there's choose your size. Let's go to Y Diva. Okay, so it says, many years ago, my mother had a vision. She dreamed of a healthy and eco-friendly feminine hygiene product that would change the lives of women everywhere. Today, that dream has become a reality and is empowering women to change the world, women around the world to challenge the menstruation status quo as they discover what it truly means to be a diva. So its mission is to empower the everyday woman, the knowledge she needs to make the right choices for her lifestyle and her period routine. Like I said, I'm a weightlifter. If you don't know that, I am a weightlifter. So it's just like, it's nice, you know? Okay, that just talks about like, I was just seeing if it said, like I know it doesn't have, okay, there are model zeros, new to the world of periods and 18 years or under. The model 0 is designed for you. Model 1 for those under 30 years old and who have never delivered vaginally or by C-section. For those 30 and over, there's the size 2, which I said I use. They do make Diva Wash. I did not realize that. I just use soap and water. Like I said, so I mean, it's really cool. I mean, they have them all over the place. Quality and standards. Oh crap, I just pulled up Instagram, hold on. It's as the first off, because I've been talking too long. My oldest daughter just joined us. My other is crying.
Okay, she
crying. Thanks, big sister. She's crying at the door. That's really all I have to say about this. I hope this video was extremely informative. Whoa, watch out for the cord. It's extremely informative, and I honestly, like, I want to know what you think. Like, if you are considering transitioning to a Diva Cup, or you already have, or you might, let me know let me know in the comments down below. It is nap time. My tripod is folding. My children are all over me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. My life is falling apart.
And let my sister see it.
And let her sister see it. It was so good to see y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, as it really supports my channel. I love y'all. Bye.
Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do. say you love. It's not for me to say you